Why, black
Good
people
morning, y'all.
fell. Listen to the whole thing.
One more day in the captivity. You got to remember that this is so-called melanated people captivity, black people's captivity, um, Israelites, the people that the Bible speak of captivity, whoever, whatever you want to call it, whatever name you got for it. This is your captivity. This is why you feel the way you do. This is why the frequency is in this nation the way it is for you. You know what I mean? Even if you got money in your pocket, even if you got, you pulling up in your car, you got a good job, you stepping in the store for some strange reason, they still following you around, they still looking at you, where, certain things that you can't explain to other cultures because they wouldn't understand. You know what I mean? The blatant history of racism, the blatant history of the lynchings, the blatant history of slavery. You know how they used to take the mother's fetus, the black lady's fetus out of her stomach, and give it to alligator bait, give it as alligator bait. When they, took the whole property, the 40 acres and a mule. That's a thing of the past. Every single thing, every single land that you see in the United States of America is basically bought and owned from slavery. We all know that. Okay, so this is your captivity, which is why the Willie Lynch is still in full effect. It's just in the 2022 era. So this is corporate America. You have to remember that America is a corporation, which means that no one is really a citizen here. This is really just it's businesses. If you don't have a business, you can't survive here. This is the place for businesses. This is the place, if you have an idea, you can make it spark here. This is what America, that's what America as a corporation means. So you have to remember that, yes, black people, so-called black people, you are in your captivity. The reason why you're in your captivity is because you have to remember that many scriptures, not just the Bible, the Apocrypha, the Torah, it all speak, the scrolls, you have to remember that it all speaks about you and how you turned against the Most High. You have to remember this is our seventh time. If you read the Old Testament, this is our seventh time going into captivity. Okay, we were in captivity in Egypt, in Babylon a long time ago. This is modern day Babylon now because we turned against the Most High. Well, what do you mean we turned against the Most High, Cade? Well, you have to remember our ancestors started practicing voodoo, sorcery, witchcraft. We started turning away from righteousness. We started turning away from the statues and the ordinances. We stopped fasting. We stopped praying. We stopped reaching out to the Most High. We started forgetting about Him. We started indulging in witchcraft. You know what I mean? We started indulging in sleeping with our neighbors' wives. We started indulging in perversity. We started indulging in homosexuality, women on women, men on men. We started indulging in Luciferianism, Satanism, okay, and idolatry. Okay, so that's the reason why we fell. And if you can look around, you see a lot of brothers and sisters, and you notice, and it comes to your recollection that nothing has changed. It's only a few. That's why it says that many are called and few are chosen. So it's no mistake, mark my words, it's absolutely no mistake, you listening to this message right now, you are chosen. Okay, so this is not for the people that are called. This is for the people that are called and will be chosen, because many are called, but only few are chosen. So if you're listening to this, that means you have been called and you have been chosen. Yeah, you only have to make one step, and that step is to step into. That's it. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta step in to your calling. But most likely, if you're listening to this, it's absolutely no coincidence. This is what the Most High needs you to hear, that you have been called. And you have also been stamped and sealed and chosen. The only thing you have to do is accept it. Okay, because you're responsible for your own salvation. The Most High, the Bible says that it does not please the Most High. The Most High doesn't delight in a man perishing, in a man losing his soul, going into the abyss, going into Sheol, going into hell. It doesn't please the Most High to do that, because you're made in His image and His likeness. My son is made in my image and my likeness. If my son ran out here and got hit by a car, if my son ended up unfortunately losing his life, God forbid, that would grieve me. So he's made in my image and my likeness. He looks like me. He acts like me. You're made in the image and the likeness of the Most High. He doesn't want to see his sons and his daughters out here perishing, losing their eternal souls. So good morning, y'all. Good to talk to you again. We will keep in touch.